journalist in Iraq. he was ducking down. he was catching all the action, bro. Man, damn good cameraman. That's why you gotta do different shit. Cause it might turn out that you have a natural inclination for something. You know what I'm saying? And you never would have known unless you tried something new. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he did a great job. I gotta upload all that footage. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about kind of ties into what we was talking about last time we was here. Behavior patterns, right? Real important. Because it's one of those things that happen so naturally, like without your even the thought process. You know, you don't have to think about a past behavior that you've already done. You can do that with your eyes closed. It's nothing, you know. So it breaks down into two type of behavior patterns that we can develop. We can develop positive behavior patterns and negative behavior patterns. What's the positive behavior? What's a behavior pattern anyway in the first place? What's a behavior pattern in the first place?
Just something you get stuck in the cycle of doing.
Something that you get stuck in the cycle of doing. Stuck in the habit of doing. What's up, bro?
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed.
Drinking.
Drinking. Yes. Behavior patterns.
Playing the game.
Chasing girls.
Chasing girls. Absolutely. Playing the game. Playing the video game. So I guess what makes things a negative behavior pattern is
Timing.
if it has a negative effect on your life. If it takes away from something that good that can be happening in your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pattern because we get to doing it so much that now your brain is on autopilot, automatically doing it. You know, automatically going to those things. Anything that can be distracting, taking you away from the goals that you're trying to accomplish. You see what I'm saying? So, behavior patterns come from habit, doing something so much that it's just habitual now, and we do that same thing without thinking. Can we create behavior patterns?
Boy.
Is that how you do it? Can you create behavior patterns? Yeah?
I mean, I think so. But
You think so?
don't get me wrong.
I mean, you definitely can create behavior patterns because it's something that you, it's like going to the gym. So initially, when I didn't want to do it, because it's so taxing on your body, tiring on your body, so much effort's required that sometimes you be like, oh man, I gotta go do this, you know. But if you go past that and keep doing it, then that can become a behavior pattern. You know, your body can automatically start, wait, we ain't worked out in a day and a half. You know, what's going on? I mean, we need to go to the gym. Your body can start to talk to you like that because you've created a pattern. The brain works off of patterns. That's the good thing. So if the brain works off of patterns, that means that we can program it. That means that we can feed it the same type of material, and then we can program it to react in a different way. You see what I'm saying? We can program this to react in a different way. So that means anything that we're doing in our own personal lives that we don't like, we can program this, feed a new input, create a behavior pattern, do something habitual on a regular basis that causes this to respond differently, you know, in a more positive manner for the outcome that we want. You know what I'm saying? We got these outcomes. We got these conclusions. Everybody, anybody you run into, they got things that they want to see happen in their life. Everybody got something that they wish would happen in their life. Everybody. The difference between those who accomplish it and who don't accomplish it is the type of behavior patterns that those people set up in their lives. You know, if somebody, their biggest thing in their life, or the one most important thing in their life that they're always focused on for accomplishing, is making their 401k, the retirement, making it big, you know, putting into it, investing right with it, you know what I'm saying? So, they create a behavior pattern that supports that conclusion. They create a behavior pattern of going to work, punching in that clock, looking for more hours, you know what I'm saying? How they can pay into their 401k, you know? And then even talk about how they diversify it, what stocks they can put it in, you know what I'm saying? As it grows over all these years of time for them working, putting into this 401k, and maintaining that same job. All those are conscious decisions. It's conscious decisions that's gotta be made. So, long story short, to accomplish any goal that we really want to see happen in our lives, we got to set up different behavior patterns in our lives today for those goals to be achieved. Feel me? But for the goals that you're trying to accomplish and the behavior patterns that you have every day set for yourself to accomplish those goals, what grade would you give yourself today? C minus. That's real good. And that's real realistic. You know what I'm saying? Even seems like you're being a little critical on yourself because you know that you made some pretty big accomplishments in the past 2 weeks. But you're still giving yourself a C minus. Gotcha. That's interesting. Okay. Anybody else? From your goal that you're trying to reach and the behavior patterns you see in yourself today to reach those big goals, how would you grade yourself today? You're your own teacher. How would you grade yourself today? A, B, C, D, F. You know, it's interesting because I know everybody in this room is so serious about accomplishing their goals. I know that, you know. So, when I look at it, and these are you're your own teacher, you're your own student, and your own teacher is giving you, these are average at best. You know, these are average at best. You guys have given yourselves average scores. So that means, in your own opinions, you can be doing a heck of a lot better. You know, a heck of a lot better. So, the question comes down to, what are you going to require from yourself to make yourself better? To put yourself into these B pluses, B's, you know, all the way down the line. What can we do personally? What can we do personally to bring us up? You know? These are the type of questions we got to ask ourselves. If we really want to aspire to reach that greatness that we talk about reaching, that we know that's inside of us, and we see people achieve it every day, you know? We see people do it every day. So the only thing that must be stopping us from achieving it, like we've just said, we grade ourselves, and we doing at best average. At best, we're doing average. So we got to ask ourselves the question: or do we really want these things that we say we want? You know, do we really want to accomplish this stuff? do we really want to make this happen? Is it really worth it to us? If you applied yourself more to the efforts of accomplishing your goals to bring your score up, how would that make you feel? Who would benefit from it? How would your whole life view change? Like in real time.
If we tried harder?
I mean, yeah, if you put forth more effort in what you're doing to achieve your goals, if you put forth more effort to accomplish that, if you accomplished it, if you put forth more effort, how would your world look around you? How would other people's world look around them? You know.
For me, it'd be more optimistic.
It'd be more optimistic.
For me, my pockets would be fatter.
Okay, your pockets would be fatter.
For me, I would be eating more meat. I'm just being real.
Hey, that's real time right there.
You know,
Eating more meat.
instead of ramen noodles.
Instead of ramen noodles.
I'm telling you.
Eating more meat. Yeah, that was pretty real right there.
I'm just saying.
But what else would look different? Now we talking though. You be eating more meat. Okay, what else would be different?
Me, might help get my daughter soon.
Help me get my daughter sooner. Exactly.
That's big.
That's big. More meat is big too, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, sir.
But definitely helping me get my daughter sooner. That's huge. Because sooner, that means she's in your life sooner. That means the closer you get to some real, supportive, consistent love. You know, what's bigger than that? Not
Ain't nothing
much.
bigger than that.
Not much. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So her life would be, whoo,
Yo,
starts popping off greatly
boy.
if you stepped up and worked harder.
Break through that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know. So if you got out there and pushed harder, here comes the meat.
Yes, sir. Yo.
More meat. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the more meat. I'm looking for getting my daughter to a happy situation sooner. You know. That's the real time I'm talking about. Those are real time things. You talking about your whole landscape would improve just by you putting more effort into what you do. Yeah. Your whole landscape improved. The type of people that you have access to. You know, the type of gear that you're able to present, you know, show up with, you know, the type of places you'll be able to go. Absolutely. Everything goes up. That's good. The biggest thing to understand is that you control it. Because everybody just said that they are doing, at best, average. Maybe even a little below average. You know, maybe even a little below average. So clearly we have the capability to hold ourselves to a standard. Okay? So we can hold ourselves to a standard. And it seems as if we've been pretty much holding ourselves to a C-level standard. That means just doing enough to get by. Just doing enough to get by. And, as is proven, you can get by with that. Doing enough to get by, gets you by. We're here. We're here, you know. So, if you're happy with that, then guess what? Hey, hooray. We made it. If that was your goal, hooray, you made it. But, my brothers, if the goal is what you guys told me your goals, your personal goals was, then what we did today has proven that we gotta go a little harder if we want to achieve it. We're doing good. That's the good thing. We're doing good because we're some positive cats, and we don't entertain the idea of going backwards. just do what we have to do, then we get this higher level of grading ourselves, and then we accomplish the goals that we set out for ourselves. So all we have to do is go hard and get it in and get it done and get it over. What behavior pattern is stopping you from getting B's and A's? Because some behavior pattern is keeping everybody at C level. What behavior patterns you have personally that's stopping you from getting to B's and A grades that you give yourself? It's what?
For me, it's really it's not smoking and drinking itself, but it's using it as encouragement.
Okay. Okay. Party. Favors. Using party favors.
I'll say for me, you gotta discipline myself.
Discipline.
Yes, sir.
Self-discipline. Self-discipline.
Consistency. That's my issue.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency. Consistency. Those are great.
Use of downtime.
Use of. Ooh.
Lack of preparation. So those kind of married together.
Oh, this is getting scary.
It's getting
What?
deep. It's getting sticky.
Wow. This was amazing. Use of downtime. Lack preparation. Preparation. All right. Look at this. Woo! These some hella behavior patterns. Hella behavior patterns. These, what y'all said, is stopping you from getting to your next goal. These are the things that you practice every day that's preventing you from getting to your next level of the goals that you want to see accomplished in your life. Use of downtime. Wow, that's so good. Why is that? Example of that. If you want to be a mechanic and start your own mechanic shop, you study mechanics today. You know what I'm saying? You even study parts of business management. So you even study not only your mechanics, but how to run the business of a mechanic shop. Now you're off work. You done watch the kids, they cool. You done ate, you done took a shower, you chilling. Now, I'm gonna watch some old Dragon Ball Z reruns. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through my Pokemon collection. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna line everything up, make sure I still got all my shit. You know? That's your downtime. Your downtime ain't helping you accomplish shit
Boy.
of what you say you want your ultimate goal and vision to be. You know? So even in your downtime, you can be doing something that supports what you say your ultimate goal and vision. We talk about mechanics. Maybe you want to watch a mechanic shop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to watch a mechanic shop with some guys who handle their business in their mechanic shop. You know, at least then how you utilizing your downtime aligns with what you say your ultimate goal is.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? So then your subconscious mind will start getting the message and saying, oh, this dude is really on this. Okay, so this is what we on. This is what it is. I need to start adjusting to make this happen because dude is serious. So that's why this is so ultimately important. so people can ask themselves, is the way that, I know I'm off work, I know I did what I had to do today, but is the way I'm about to chill, is that gonna be beneficial to what I say I want my overall goal accomplishment to be? These are simple questions that we can ask ourselves, and simple things that we can look at to see how close we're getting. Maybe we will get ourselves into that B and A range. Lack of preparation. Wow. Woo. Preparation is such the game changer. You know.
You remember when I showed you like the little write-up on my job
Right.
sheet?
Right.
I was like, hey, yo, man, I'm trying to get this.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be one position available. And there could be a guy who knows more than me about this position, who has more training, more experience, more interaction. But maybe he didn't prepare as good as me for this job, to know who that professor or who that interviewer is, to know what they're going to be asking me, to know exactly what we're going to be going over and how I will respond to it. That gives me the advantage over that person who actually knows more than me. I'm more prepared than you are. You know, so I'm going to look better on the spot regardless of what your level of experience is. I'm prepared for this. That's a jewel. That's a real jewel, you know. So, to combat these behavior patterns and to get these grades up on the effort that we put across, you know what I'm saying? Use of downtime, how we use our downtime, very important. Lack of preparation, making sure that we prepare for our next situation that we're engaging in, no matter what it is, gives us the edge, puts us ahead of the next person. That's important. Using party favors. Absolutely. That was a great one. That just goes to speak for itself. Using party favors, you know, because if you're planning to race tomorrow morning, the worst thing you're going to do is get drunk the night before.
Do it.
It's the worst thing you're going to do. Yeah.
Do it.
Because they're going to eat you alive in this race. You know. You're going to look like a goofy. Period. Then, next one, self-discipline. Why is self-discipline so important?
Because like you opened up this whole discussion with, which is, it's up to us. We control it.
Absolutely. You know, self-discipline is of the utmost importance. Because if you don't discipline yourself, there will be somebody to do that for you. Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna like
And
it.
Boy.
9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna like it. So anytime we don't control ourselves, we don't discipline ourselves in our own behavior, then that opens up the door for some type of authority, some type of people who feel like they know more in this situation, some type of law enforcement. It opens up the door, inviting them into your life. And that's the last thing you want, okay? So if we can discipline ourselves, then we don't open up the door for all that negative, the potential for somebody to interject their negative emotion into our situation. That way we self-discipline ourselves, we discipline ourselves. That way we don't have to worry about any inside, outside influence affecting what we're doing within, okay? That's why it's so of the utmost importance. And the last thing, and it's appropriate that it's the last because it's so important and it ties everything else together. Consistency. Consistency. Consistency is so important because consistency actually builds new behavior consistency can actually build behavior patterns. It was the consistency that built up negative behavior patterns in the first place. But with consistency, we can create new behavior patterns that can help us accomplish all our goals in the here and now. If we start exercising consistency right now to work towards the goals that we're trying to accomplish, the more consistency we exercise, the more it's guaranteed that we accomplish our goals. Consistency is the key. Consistency creates new behavior patterns that are more aligned with us achieving our goals. Okay? So, behavior patterns is what we're going to work on this week. How we, the type of things that we have conditioned ourselves to do every single day. The type of stuff that we've conditioned ourselves to do every single day. That's a behavior pattern. And if we can make these things new behavior patterns, then that gets us a whole bunch quicker, closer to being to our goals and the things that we want to achieve. That's why it's so important. So this week, I want y'all to monitor your behavior patterns. And then next week, we're going to talk about the adjustments that you may have made and any results that you might have seen from incorporating this new philosophy of the proper use of downtime, being sure that we're prepared, using party favors or how we do not use party favors, self-discipline, monitoring ourselves, controlling ourselves and our own behavior, and consistency, creating new behaviors that bring us closer to our goals. Once again, y'all did amazing. Y'all do amazing every time, man. Yeah.